Hey everyone, welcome again. Here we are with the director Juan Ramirez Jr., our playwright Tanya Perez of Surge, and our dramaturg Paloma Sierra. So, Tanya, let me start with you. I want to ask you, since you wrote this wonderful play for us, why is it important to write these plays that explore the courage and strength of women?
I mean, to be, perfectly honest, I think when I was coming up in the theater, I was not seeing a lot of strong female characters that were written by women. I mean, we had our, we had Fourniers, we have a number of wonderful playwrights, but I felt if I was going to go ahead and see the lack, I started writing, and I also started watching plays that were out of my comfort zone. Coming from Florida, my schooling was limited to Tennessee Williams and what they considered the classical American greats. And I was finding that I was not seeing that reflected in my community. I have a very strong grandmother and mother and all the women in my family, and I was not seeing that anywhere in the theater. So I find that I had to go ahead and instead of complaining about it, step in and do it and fumble and learn from people. And I still continue learning as I write and hopefully get to be a better playwright and writer in general. But I was feeling like this really big need to say, okay, I'm not seeing this, and I need to start stepping into leadership and try it. And I'm now so fortunate to be among everybody here and every on all the playwrights that are being presented for reset, and I'm just constantly just saying, okay, these voices are necessary. Every time I put up this play or put up some of my plays, and somebody from the audience comes up and says, I saw myself reflected. And it's usually, I'm writing from, my perspective of being a strong woman or seeing the strong women around me. So, I can go on and on and on all day long why it's important. But ultimately, I'm honored to go ahead and hopefully channel some of that into my work.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And not only are you a woman writer, playwright, you are a Caribbean woman writer, playwright. And
Mhm.
so, Paloma, let me go to you and ask you this question. Why is it important to develop these new works from the Caribbean diaspora?
The Caribbean is displays with a diversity of cultures, languages, ethnicities, and rich history. And I think it's important for us to develop new Caribbean diaspora plays to provide opportunities for fellow Caribbeans to not only learn from other Caribbeans like themselves, but also share their stories with the broader audiences who may not know as much or not they don't hear as much from the stories from the Caribbean. So I'm very excited for this Reset series and also for this piece by Tanya that showcases specifically Caribbean stories.
Yes, yes, it does. Thank you so much. Juan, why don't you take us home here and answer this question for me? What excites you the most about Surge?
Ooh, what excites me about Surge? Well, Surge is about a to be divorced couple who are stuck in the middle of a hurricane and they are desperately in need to break the cycle and in their relationship particularly, and free of each other of their routine as it were. And I love plays that like take characters and torture them just a good amount enough to make them get their heads out of their butts, because I think that's how we learn. We're human, right? There's something very human about um, I'm in this cycle and this is happening to me, and then all of a sudden it's a wake up, right? and there's a release, there's a freedom, there's this uplifting, like I've broken out of this that's been holding me down, and now I need to move forward in my life. And we find that everywhere in relationships, our careers, our everything we do. And I love work like that. I love work like that. I think characters are great when they're under pressure, right? As us as writers, we write great like that. Actors perform great like that. And so just when a piece is molded that way, um, only beautiful things come out. I like what I love about Tanya's piece is when you take something that's considered ugly and you turn it beautiful, and you show something else, you show a metaphor behind it. It's always so good, right? Because we take that home with us. It's called surge, right? If you in the electrical sense, surge is an overpowering of something, right? In a meteorological weather sense, it's about pressure, atmospheric pressure, and the rising of water. And it's like this change is coming whether you're ready for it or not. And having that constantly push ourselves in our life is something that I think we all got to be reminded of. So I'm excited to see that and bring that to the world. See that on the screen and bring that to the world. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. And we hope you all are excited to see it as well with us. It'll be on July 24th as a part of our Reset series. See you all then.
Yeah, there.
Thank you.